I'm in La Rochelle on the Somme in northern France, location of a major battlefield in World War I and the scene of a very stirring BBC drama. On the 28th of September 1914, the German advance was halted by French troops at Les Boiselles. There was bitter fighting for possession of the civilian cemetery and for farm buildings on the southwestern edge of the village, known to the Germans as Shell Farm. In December 1914, in their efforts to retake the Île, French engineers began tunnelling beneath the ruins, beginning a prolonged struggle below ground that was to expand and deepen day by day until July 1916. With the war on the surface at stalemate, both sides continued to probe beneath the opponent's trenches and detonate ever greater explosive charges, whilst at the same time protecting their own lines by underground warfare. I went to meet Pete and Jeremy from the WWI project, where they started to tell me about their expedition.
What we propose is to conduct the most detailed investigation into a site on the Western Front, using not just the British records, but the French records and the German records as well, to repopulate this very small site, perhaps only 250 yards wide. I mean, we feel it's a site of such importance here at the heart of the Somme battlefields because of the mining going on here. We've got everything still there, still beneath your feet, traces of trench lines as well, and it hasn't been turned back to agriculture, as so much of the battlefield has just been turned back to fields, so they look like benign fields. Here, the remnants are all still there, right beneath your feet.
So Pete, what is this place? Tell me a bit more about it.
Well, you are 30 feet beneath the Somme battlefields. We all know about the battle that occurred on the surface, but here you're 30 feet underneath. And this is a private battlefield. It's not just a tunnel, it's not just a shaft. This is a battlefield where men fought and died. But they were not ordinary soldiers, these guys. These are miners, brought in as soldiers, but largely untrained. They came here to dig. They wanted the skills in their hands and their hearts, not to be able to fight with rifles, because they were fighting a battle down that shaft behind me that drops down 50 feet to what's called the fighting tunnels. And on the other side, just a few meters away, you've got Germans doing exactly the same thing. If you can detect the German miners tunneling towards you, or if they can do the same, you plant a charge underground as close as you possibly can to them. You evacuate your own tunnel, you blow that charge, and you either entomb them or obliterate them underground.
When the British took over the Somme battlefront in August 1915, the French and Germans were working at a depth of 12 metres, and the size of their charges had reached 3,000 kilograms. No Man's Land was an almost continuous line of mine craters for 375 metres. As Peter was just telling me, the shaft behind me is 50 feet deep. Now, I just can't imagine being a soldier down here fighting. I think most of the men who came down here would have had the thought that there's a good chance that I'm not going to come up, and there's a good chance that I could die down here and be entombed. And, you know, my family might not even know about that. And I just can't quite get my head around that.